getting ready to fly to Thailand in less than 24 hours, and I'm taking my 1-year-old and my 4-year-old with me for 2 weeks. Hi, welcome. My name is Hannah. I'm a single adoptive parent of 2 children. If you missed the last video, which I filmed yesterday, I booked a last-minute trip to Thailand with 48 hours notice, and we leave at about 5 a.m. tomorrow. So yesterday I spent the day prepping for the trip, organising hotels, travel insurance, data plan, visa, and things like that, and getting the house and the backyard a little bit tidied up, ready for us to leave. And it's a new day, and now I need to pack. I haven't done any packing yet. I haven't even got the suitcases out. I spent yesterday doing laundry, putting all the clean clothes away. So all of the dressers and closets are full of clean clothes, and now I need to go through them and figure out what I'm going to bring for each child, and then for myself. I want to pack really minimally, so that's the goal for today. So join me as I go through the kids' clothes and my clothes, figure out what we're going to bring, and get the suitcases out and start packing. Let's start in my son's room, because I feel like 4-year-olds are the easiest to pack for, because it's mostly shorts and t-shirts. So let's sit you down somewhere. I've already started pulling a few little bits. So one of the things I like to do when I'm packing for my son is pack these types of shorts. So let me show you. These ones are Cat and Jack from Target. And what I like about these is they are technically swim shorts, but they're quick drying, so they're really good if you're going to a hot country. And we can mix and match these, use these as swim shorts, but also pair them with a t-shirt, and he's good to go out for the day, or even in the evening, you know, with a nice shirt or something. That way, if he finds a splash pad or, you know, gets mucky, these are quick drying and easy to clean. So I like to pack quite a few of these. I've picked out 4 so far. Let me see if I can pick you up a little bit higher. There we go. All right, so that's shorts done. Then I'm going to pack, I think, just 2 pairs of pajamas, because I'll bring plenty of t-shirts and underwear, so in a pinch he can sleep in those. So I've got two pairs here ready. These are the ones that I like. They're from Hannah Anderson, and I originally got these as a set of Christmas pajamas. I don't have them over here. Last Christmas, and really liked the quality of those. And so this summer I bought 7 pairs of summer pajamas. So they come with a t-shirt and shorts, and they're really good quality. We wash these obviously every week. We go through these a lot, but they wash well. The quality is nice. I do think they fit quite small. So my son is 4, but he's really tall for his age, and I purchased US size 6 to 7, and these fit really good. I think I'll hopefully get 2 summers out of these. So we have the stripy blue here, and then we have the same in the grey. So that's 2 pairs of pajamas for him. So we've got shorts, pajamas. I won't show you these, but I've got some underwear picked out for him. Right, what's next? Let's pick out a couple of nicer pairs of shorts. We're not going to need too many, because he'll mostly wear his sort of swim shorts, but I think 1 light pair, 1 dark pair is good. So we have these sort of linen blend. These are from Old Navy. Those will work well. And then I think 1 dark pair. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, kind of a similar feel, but in dark. So I think that's good for him for shorts. I think that's all we need. Now t-shirts. With the t-shirts, because his shorts are mostly quite bright coloured and patterned, I like to go pretty simple with the t-shirts, and that way it's easy to mix and match. So let's pick out a few different colours. Another thing I do for all three of us is, as I'm picking out things for our wardrobe, I'll pick 2 or 3 key colours, and we generally all have similar colours. So for me, I like blues and then neutrals, so creams, whites and greys, and that way it's really easy to mix and match. And Jameson has all kinds of colours, but on this trip it's helpful to do a few central colours. Okay, so here we have 5 t-shirts, and I think that will be plenty. The other thing I'll pack for each of us is one cozy outfit for our travel day and one backup outfit for the travel day. We are going to be flying from the US to Tokyo. We'll have a 5-hour layover in Tokyo, and then we'll fly Tokyo to Bangkok, which is another 6 hours. So my plan is, when we get to Tokyo, is hopefully we'll find somewhere where we can shower and all put on a fresh set of clothes. So for Jameson, I'm going to pick out 2 sets of long sleeve cozy clothes. All right, so I think I'm just going to go with a couple pairs of navy joggers, and then I can match that with one of his t-shirts, and then he has a navy hoodie with a zip, and that can be his long sleeve option. So then we just need a couple of pairs of socks. Okay, 3 pairs of neutral socks. And then the only other thing I want to bring for him is a couple of shirts. I was ironing these the other day, so let's go find them. Okay, we have 4 options. Okay, so these are some shirts. I think I'm just going to bring all 3 of these because they all still fit. They're all like a linen blend, and they'll go with the shorts we picked out. So I'll add those, and then I think we're done with Jameson. Bah! So we're back, and I've got a happy helper with me. She woke up from her nap. She's helping me pick out swimsuits. What do you think, Sophia? Are we going on holiday tomorrow? She's ready. Okay, let's go through Sophia's things and see what we have. Let's set you up here for a second. Okay, so similar process to Jameson. I'm going to try and pack as minimally as possible. So for her, we've got 2 cozy outfits for travel day. We've got this set, top and trousers, super soft. That's one. And then our second set right here with cream trousers. So she's good there. For pajamas, I've packed her 2 of these really lightweight. They're the Carters, but they're super thin and soft, lightweight pajamas. So I've set aside 2 of those. Then I've got 2 shorts, one with a little pattern, one that's plain, and then right now 2 t-shirts. We might add to this. Oh no, this is a long sleeve. Long sleeve t-shirt. Just a short sleeve white top. And then also for tops, I picked up some things at the end of the summer sales here that I had in mind for her for next year, but I think some of them may fit her this year. So picked up this white linen top. And then this little blue top. So I can mix and match those with the shorts. All right, so that's shorts and t-shirts. Then I've got 2 casual dresses for her. So these are kind of the really soft, lightweight kind of jersey material from Old Navy. One there. And the other one right here. Super cute. And then I've got 2 little dressier dresses. This one I got from Target. It's Cat and Jack. I got in the sale. Kind of tropical. This will be really cute for Koh Samui. One there. And another one with island vibes on. There. Okay, swimsuits. Now, what I was hoping was her swimsuits would fit her for next year. The other thing I bought for this summer are these, let me set you down. These like swim reusable diaper pants, I'd call them. But even though these are size 18 months, I tried these on her when we went just swimming at the local swimming pool a week or 2 ago, and they are too small. So I bought just a pack of regular swim diapers for her. And then we have a bunch of swimsuits that are right on the edge of being a bit snug with her, but they'll be fine for the next 2 weeks. So we have this one here. It's a matching set, comes with a hat. So I have at least one hat for the pool. And then I think we'll do this blue one. Also kind of long sleeve for sun protection. And I think that's everything clothes-wise for Sophia. So next we'll look in my closet, see what we have there. Okay, let's take a look in my closet. I keep this pretty minimal. Now I know a couple of things that I bought for the trip last time that worked really well. One of them is this long skirt right here, so we'll grab that. And the other one is these blue trousers that are really, really lightweight, really comfortable. And those are also a really good travel option. And then I bought this skirt that kind of goes with lots of white tops. So I think that will work as our 3 bottoms options. And then for tops, these are kind of my neutral tops. I'm going to bring a blue shirt, and this white waistcoat. Okay, I think that's it for tops on that side. And then I'm gonna pull out a few tank tops from this section. And then I have my swimsuits down here. Okay, I've got 2. I'm gonna bring 2 swimsuits. 1, 2, and then those also mix and match. So we're good there. Okay, this is the progress so far, and my happy helper. One of her favourite things to do is just open the drawers, put something in it, open the drawer, take something back out, and she can keep herself busy with this for a long time. Okay, another thing I wanted to show you were these pajama sets. These are from Soma, and I bought these at the beginning of the summer, and I took them on our previous trip. So this is like the top, and then it comes in both shorts and trousers. So these are the matching shorts for that set. And then for the other set, I bought the trousers. That's the top. And they're super soft and stretchy. And these are the trousers. But what I like about these is I could use the trousers to wear during the day as kind of loungewear. So I'm going to bring these two pairs of pajamas. Okay, it's 3 o'clock now. We've made pretty good progress. I still need to bring the suitcases down and then go through toiletries and electronics and travel gadgets. So we'll go get Jameson from school, hang out with the kids for a few hours and eat, and then I'll pick back up probably a little bit later this evening. So it's now 7 o'clock. It's been a few hours. I've spent time with the kids and given them a bath and put them to bed. It's a bit early for them to go to bed. Normally it's 7:30, 7:45, but we're going to be getting up around 4:30. So tried to put them to bed a bit early. I've had one of them come out a couple of times already. We'll see how that goes. But I don't know if anyone else feels like it's a bit like a tornado, the nighttime routine. And sometimes I don't have anything left after I put them to bed. I just want to sit on the sofa or curl up in bed and watch TV. But I have not made any progress since 3 o'clock. So we're going to try and get going, get the packing done. One of the things I talked about yesterday was an app that I used the last time I traveled long haul. It's a jet lag app called Time Shifter, that's right. And you put in your flight information and it gives you a plan for your outward journey and home journey, for when to sleep, take melatonin, use caffeine, expose yourself to light or not. And it usually starts about 48 hours before your trip for a long haul flight. I plugged in my flight information and I'm supposed to be going to bed at 7 o'clock tonight with melatonin, which sounds lovely, except I'm not packed yet. And then I have to get up at 3. So I'm going to try and get energized and get this going. I've got to get the suitcases down. That's job number 1. Okay, let's put you here a second. Been going back and forth about whether to take the carry-on suitcase, and I think I'm going to, so I can take the diapers and wipes and stuff that I want. I'm just now noticing my t-shirt. This is what I need in LXL. started with diapers and see how many we can get. If she uses 8 a day, roughly, for 14 days, 112. Okay, I think that will be good because I'll put some in my hand luggage. Okay, perfect. These are the swim diapers I got. Pampers Splashes. 17 of them, that should be enough. I haven't used these before. Okay, this is everything I'm packing for Sophia, excluding her travel stuff. So, just summarize, we have 2 pairs of pajamas, 2 pairs of shorts, 2 pairs of swimsuits and a swim hat, 2 short sleeve onesies, 2 short sleeve tops, 2 t-shirts, 1 romper, and 3 dresses. Okay, next up is Jameson. So for him, I ended up getting 5 t-shirts, 2 pairs of pajamas, 1 pair of shorts. The other shorts I'm going to bring for the journey. And then another 4 pairs of swim shorts / everyday shorts. 3 pairs of socks. And then I forgot 3 shirts for him. Okay, now it's my turn. So I ended up going with 2 swimsuits, 2 sets of pajamas, 2 skirts, 1 casual t-shirt, 1 lightweight linen waistcoat that goes with everything, 2 tank tops, 1 long sleeve shirt, 2 more fitted t-shirts, 1 swimming pool cover up, and 2 pairs of shorts. And that's everything. And then I have a backup outfit for the journey as well. So let's get this packed and then we are making progress. Okay, a couple of other things I'm going to add to the suitcase. So one of the biggest ways I found that we save space, if you're going to a country that is going to be consistently hot or consistently the same temperature, is to just bring 1 pair of shoes, the shoes that you're wearing on the journey. So I'm just going to bring some Birkenstocks, and then I have some sandals for Sophia. For Jameson, he bought these on our earlier trip this year, and because he runs around quite a lot and also will get them wet and things, they rubbed a little bit, so I'm going to bring his sandals as his second pair, and then he'll wear trainers for the journey. The other thing is to bring just some extra Ziploc bags. These always come in handy at some point. And then I like to bring a sort of a bag like this, kind of a stronger carrier bag. This comes in handy if you're going somewhere like Thailand or Vietnam. They have really fantastic laundry service all over the place, and so it's really handy to have 1 big bag, 1 to work as kind of a laundry bag to throw in all your used clothes, but then you have 1 bag to take to the laundromat to provide them, and then you'll get it back folded immaculately. So I have that, and then we are ready to close up this suitcase. You might be wondering why I'm not using packing cubes. I am a big fan of packing cubes, and when we went away for a longer trip and we had additional luggage and we weren't taking tons of diapers, it was helpful to separate everyone's clothes and have a separate packing cube each. But because on this trip I've got 1 whole side of the suitcase that's just diapers, and the 3 of us have to share 1 side of this suitcase, and it's not a particularly big suitcase. By the time I had filled 3 packing cubes, they wouldn't have fit neatly in here. So on this trip, I am just throwing everything in all together. The other reason is we're only going to 2 locations, so I'm only going to have to unpack and repack twice. So that makes things much easier, and I don't mind throwing everything in all together. So, right, on to hand luggage, toiletries, electronics, accessories, and then I can go to bed. I do travel with one of these luggage scales. These are really handy. I'm rarely overweight with my luggage, and I have a good kind of feel for when it is overweight. But it's always good to just see where you're at on the way out, and then that way you know how many things you can buy when you're out there. Okay, so that's 15.4 kilos. Which, if you're working in pounds, is 34 pounds. So we're well under. And this one I can take downstairs. Okay, I've relocated to the bathroom. I've gone through all of the toiletries and pared it down as much as possible. So I'm going to go through with you now what I think is pretty minimal. Not all the way minimal, but we're close. So starting with this bag, these are items that we'll need when we're there, but we don't need on the journey. So I'll probably see if I can put this in the suitcase, because some of these are going to be over 100 milliliters. So just to run you through what all is in here, we have a larger thing of toothpaste, cotton wool buds, I have 2 types of suntan lotion, one for baby and probably Jameson, and then one for me. Regular body lotion. This is a little, let's see, it's like a hair gel. Jameson's hair gets quite fluffy quickly, and then mine will get frizzy with all the humidity. So this is just like a little putty, it's just kind of handy to have. And then Vaseline, I will put this in the diaper bag, so this will be on the airplane with me. And then I always like to travel with some really sharp scissors, and then nail cutter and tweezers. These 3 always come on every trip. These are essential. So that's that. I think everything else I would probably have in my carry-on, although I don't think I'll need some of it on the airplane, but just keep it with me, especially because we're going to have such a long layover in Tokyo, and we'll have time to hopefully shower, refresh, and do all things. So starting with, this is kind of my most essential kit. So in here, one of the things I like to do when I travel is still bring 2 or 3 of my favorite skincare products, and that's just my version of self-care when I'm traveling and run down and exhausted. I just think it's nice to have just that little feel of luxury, whatever that might be for you. And for me, I love like just a few, and they're in the grand scheme of things pretty basic skincare products, but they're the ones that I have been enjoying for quite a while now. So have my night cream. It's the Olay Retinol. And then my 2 other skincare products. They're actually all, and I have one more I just forgot. They're actually all Olay now that I think about it. Which is not sponsored, these just happen to be ones that have worked well with my skin for a couple of years. So for daytime, I have the Regenerist Micro Sculpting Cream, and this has SPF 30. This is really thick, it feels really good on the skin. And then I have an eye cream. And then I love this Super Serum. I know it's not completely clean because I can tell it's got fragrance in it, but when I don't use this, and I've tried other serums, my skin doesn't feel the same. So those are kind of my nicer skincare products. And then I have like a nice clean face wash, deodorant, a small thing of toothpaste, and I'll pack all the toothbrushes tomorrow once we brush our teeth in the morning. And then I always travel, since I've had a baby, I always travel with a small thing of washing up liquid, so that I have something to wash the bottles with, and also our water bottles. It's really handy to have there. So tomorrow I'll pack the brushes and everything for the bottles. And then toothbrush and little hairbrush that we'll all share. And that's it for my kind of essentials. Little bag. Another thing I want to make a mention of are these Lumi deodorant wipes. I found that as I've gotten older, when I prefer to have a shower or a bath in the evening, and in the morning I don't like to just put deodorant on. These wipes are just, I don't know, they just are really refreshing and make me feel clean before I then apply deodorant in the morning. And so I use these every day, and these are especially great when you travel and just need a bit of a refresh. I've tried a few versions of deodorant wipes, and these have been my favorite. They're a little bit delicate to get out of the packet, but once they're out, they smell fresh and clean, and I do like these a lot. So these have become a staple over the last, I'd say, 2 years. Okay, next up is makeup. I won't go through all. It's a really simple little makeup kit. I'd say I primarily use Merit products. I was influenced on YouTube to try Merit, I'd say 2 years ago now. And I really, really like their stuff, and I'd say it's primarily what I have. I have a handful of other things. Giorgio Armani liquid foundation that I've been really liking. One thing I really like, and this is great for travel too, is, and I only heard about this about 6 months ago, is tubing mascara, and probably multiple years behind the times on this, but there you go. So this is really great, especially if you live somewhere like where I live in Arkansas in the spring, with all the pollen. Even though I've never suffered from like hay fever or allergies, my eyes can get a bit irritated that time of year, and then it makes it harder to kind of wear regular eye makeup. Especially what I found when my eyes feel sensitive is when I have to take my eye makeup off. And I went to Sephora and they told me about tubing mascara, which kind of wraps around your eyelashes, and it's not oil based, and so you don't have to kind of physically wipe it away at the end of the day. As long as you use warm water, it will just kind of, they'll fall off. And why this is really great for traveling is you don't need to bring cotton wool pads or any kind of makeup wipes, remover wipes. And so it just helps pare down things. So this one is, oh gosh, I can't even read it. Tarte is the brand. If you can read that. Anyway, I've been loving this. This is the first one I've had. I've had it probably at least 6 months. It's still going strong. Okay, next up is little pharmaceuticals. And I'm really proud how small I've gotten this. So this is everything I'm bringing. With the exception of, I have a small thing of Tylenol in my everyday diaper bag. So that'll stay down there. I won't get put in this one. So I have, gosh, I can't remember what this is called. But these are anti-nausea tablets. These work really fast, really well. You can, as long as it's your pediatrician approves it, your children can use these in small doses. So this is good to have for everybody. Obviously check with your pediatrician what's good for your child. And then Nurofen Plus, if you're from the UK, if you know, you know. Gosh, can't travel anywhere without this. I suffer from migraines, and this is the only thing that works. And then I have a course of antibiotics just in case I get food poisoning. When I went to Thailand for the first time about more than 20 years ago, I had the worst food poisoning of my entire life. I was on the bathroom floor for multiple days. It was terrible. And so this is really just for peace of mind. Infant Tylenol and a syringe. Melatonin. This is great for jet lag. Thermometer. And then I'm just bringing a few liquid IV sachets. So I'm just bringing 2 children's ones and 4 adults ones. And that is it. All fits comfortably in this little bag. So there we have it. I'm going to take this stuff downstairs and then move on to the next category. We're nearly there. Okay, it's 8:30 and now I'm downstairs I'm gonna go through my carry-on suitcase first. So one of the things I did when I was upstairs is packed this little packing cube, and this has one extra outfit for each of us that we use when we're in Tokyo. So that is going to go in. Jameson sandals couldn't fit in the suitcase. Kind of an odd shape. So I'll go ahead and put those in there. These are a couple of things that I would highly recommend. One is traveling with a sound machine. We have this one. And if you pair a sound machine with an eye mask, I love this one because it has like the padding here, so you can open your eyes completely normally. And I know this is for a baby, but these two things for me just really help me be able to sleep. The other thing, this is one of my most valued travel items now. I think because I have kids, but this is handy, I think, even for an adult, even though obviously it looks like it's for a child. But it's from IKEA. I don't know the name of it, but it's just a little nightlight. You just press it like this and it comes on. And I found that if you're going to a hotel or an Airbnb, especially if you're moving around a couple of places, you're going to be using all kinds of different lamps, and they're going to be different switches to turn on and off, and they're going to be different brightnesses, and they're most likely going to be too bright if you have little kids and a baby, and you want to, stay up later or get up early, or you need to get up in the night. And this for me is the perfect amount of light. It's kind of hard to see because I've got the bright lights on here, but it is not too bright, but just bright enough to where you can get to the bathroom or whatever you need to do. And so I would highly recommend these as certainly part of my travel essentials. I'm going to bring one more pack of wipes because this wouldn't fit in the suitcase. Okay, now I'm working on just checking what I have in my diaper bag. This is the diaper bag I've had. This is the only one I've had. It's worked great, no complaints. Changing that goes in there. Extra set of clothes for each child. I bring 10 diapers in my diaper bag, and then I have another 10 in my carry-on suitcase. So worst case scenario, if we get stuck somewhere, I've got, at least 48 hours supply. And then wipes. I also carry a little first aid kit. This is the one I have. It comes in different sizes, so I have one that I keep in the house that's much bigger, and then I just top up this little one just with a few plasters or band-aids if you're from the US, and things like that. So that always stays in my diaper bag too. Another thing I like to do is go through my little card purse. I have this little one here. It's really tatty. I need to replace it. But I go through and take out things like, my library card. I don't need that. Any like store membership cards, that kind of thing. So that what I'm taking is just essential, whatever debit card, credit cards I'm taking, as well as at least one driving license. I have one from the US and one from the UK, and then like health insurance card and that kind of thing. It just helps keep it much lighter. And that way, if the worst happens and you lose your purse, then you have a lot less things to try and replace. Okay, let's talk snacks. So what I've done for this trip to make life a bit easier is I've got a bigger bag with a whole variety of things which will stay in my carry-on suitcase, and in that way, when we have our 2 layovers on the way, I can take whatever we need out of here to replenish my little snack bag, which is going to be this one, and this one will stay in my bag that I'll have under my seat, and that way I'm not going to be just overwhelmed with too much stuff in my immediate bags that I have. I'm also taking, I bought a few pouches for Sophia, since I'm not exactly sure what food we're going to get on which flights, and whether it's going to be stuff she can eat. So I've just bought a couple of pouches for her just in case. It's 9 o'clock and I think I'm going to call it a day. I'm just kind of figuring out my electronics here, chargers, laptop, camera equipment, just to see what I'm gonna bring with me. But I think I'm gonna go to bed and then figure this stuff out in the morning. I want to leave some things to charge overnight. But yeah, I think we're pretty much ready. So thank you for, if you're still here, coming along with me today as I pack and get ready for this trip. I hope it's been helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave those below and I'll make sure I get to those. And yeah, I'm gonna start a new vlog tomorrow to document I don't even know how many hours our journey is gonna be because of the time difference, but I think it's gonna be at least 30 hours, and at least 20 of those are going to be on airplanes. So wish me luck, but I'll start a new vlog tomorrow to document that. But for now, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.